Today, Steven Spielberg's remake of West Side Story premieres, promising both better representation and more accuracy to the source material. This version of the Sondheim and Bernstein musical should be a welcome addition to the catalog of movie musicals. But some question the gall of remaking a classic, unnecessarily updating a movie when no one asked for it. Well, I believe Cher might know a thing or two about that. West Side Story was written by Arthur Lawrence, Stephen Sondheim, and Leonard Bernstein in the mid-1950s. The story tells of two warring gangs in 1950s New York City, the Sharks and the Jets, and the young couple torn between them. This sure does sound familiar. The show premiered on Broadway in 1957 and was an instant hit. It ran for 732 performances and won 2 Tonys. It was later adapted into a film directed by Robert Wise and Jerome Robbins, again becoming a box office and awards darling. It's from this film that our video today is adapted.
Cher, is that you? I thought I asked you not to mess up my record albums.
On April 3rd, 1978, singer-slash-actor Cher's latest TV special, Cher ... Special, aired on ABC. Co-starring Dolly Parton, Rod Stewart, and rock band The Tubes, Cher ... Special featured an odd assortment of segments, including one where she is guided through hell by The Tubes before having her soul saved by Dolly Parton. But the crown jewel in the special is her one-woman reenactment of West Side Story.
Ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's entertainment, I am proud to present West Side Story. I will be playing all the parts. Thank you.
Hey, we've got to make these greasers look like badasses. What should we do? Can we put some motorcycles in the background? Sure. They're not going to ride them in the studio, right, though? Oh, no, absolutely not. Hey, do we have time for a second take? Wow, look at this green screen artifacting. The weird part is they also use green screen on the close-ups, when they easily could have put each chair into the studio space. You can tell which one of these was actually on set and which ones were green screened in because of the shadows. Come on, people. No, I don't think I'm being too harsh. This won a lighting design Emmy. Apparently Cher's image of how to play a young man is to hunch forward and flail your arms around. I'm not saying she's wrong, I'm just saying it's interesting. Honestly, I'm not sure if this dancing was done with a choreographer or a set photographer for a 1978 issue of Tiger Beat. Cher, you're a very talented actress. You've won major awards, so you've obviously got the skills for a performance like this. So why do all these characters feel the same?
Snap out of it!
Like, look at the Jets. They all have the same signature move, bouncing on the balls of their feet. Sure, sometimes they have their hands in their pockets, or punch their other hand, or wave a lollipop around, but it's just slight variations on a theme. And I'm sure this was made on a tight schedule, so you probably didn't have time to study the nuances of riff. But it feels like the wardrobe and hairstyles are doing the heavy lifting of differentiating the characters. Box wipe. I do enjoy these little attempts to make it look like a full cast. They're awkward and stilted, sure, but they're still great.
See the pretty girl in that mirror there?
What mirror? Where? You know, this is nice. It's a simple, understated scene for Cher's performance to really shine through. Glad to see the director didn't feel the need to throw the split screen in our face the entire time. And we're back. Wow, these perspectives are really messing with my head. Hey Cher, you know what tough gang members do, right? Yeah, they constantly practice punching. Gotta keep in shape for the big punch battle. The end of tonight gets so muddled that you can't understand a single word being said. I wondered how I never noticed the overlapping word salad before, but then I realized in every other version, it's multiple voices singing over each other, not just Cher, so here all the sound mixes together. These shots are all the same length, right? One's not gonna end super early? Damn, that was Bernardo's last day before retirement. For such a classic love story, Tony and Maria are only on screen together twice, and then only for about 20 seconds total. It's like how Hannibal Lecter is in Silence of the Lambs for only about 15 minutes or so. You know, really making their presence known in just a little screen time. They did not even try to line these shots up. But hey, split screen is hard sometimes. I take it back. This isn't better. Meh. How many eggs do you think were cracked by this image alone? Damn, this is a great shot. I just wish it was in something else, and it wasn't played this way just to cover up the two Chers.
Cher Special. Brought to you by Buick and its dealers across the country.
Cher ... special would be the last of Cher's big television specials, and the West Side Story medley was included on her farewell tour box set. Much has been made about the original West Side Story's casting of white actors to portray Puerto Ricans. Arthur Lawrence criticized the film's use of bogus accents, bogus dialects, bogus costumes. And Rita Moreno, the only actual Puerto Rican in the cast, stated that she and all the other sharks were put in the same heavy brown face makeup, despite real Puerto Ricans being very diverse. This special moves right into that same whitewashing territory. In Cher's desire to portray all the characters, she plays Anita, Maria, and Bernardo, all with varying degrees of tan makeup. It feels gross, especially when you consider that the only reason this was done this way was a commitment to the bit.
My West Side Story didn't come out exactly like that. See, that day my hair didn't dry, and I had to wear these funky old saddle shoes with the soles flapping in the wind.
Well, at least she didn't do America. Hey Chris, they actually, Oh, what's that? It's because she already had a few years earlier with Charo? I mean, I guess it's okay. She didn't do the accent, right?
Let it sink back in the ocean.
Gross. Thanks for watching, everyone. I sure seem to be going down the musical theater path a lot more now. I always appreciate people liking and sharing my videos. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. If you have any suggestions for terrible music videos you'd love to see me cover, drop them in the comments. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Why do you exist?
On West Side, I ran into another word problem because nobody had told me that schmuck also was a word that could not be shipped over the state line. So I had to change the quatrain while I was in the studio.